trying to get this adjusted, so that's what we're gonna do today. I just woke up. My hair did its wonderful thing. It's like it just stays like this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Good work. I'm charging my phone and I don't want the cord to get bent. I should have thought about this a little bit ahead of time, but that's okay. Well, I did think about it, but let me see if I can raise it a little bit. Excuse me, I just have some adjustments. I think this is actually better. Hopefully you can still see. We're gonna do this. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. There. Okay. Good morning. It's pre 7 a.m. Angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages. My chakras, my auras, my space, my work, my health, wellness, and essence, and that of my children's. I am going to ask a question because I totally forgot with all of these events supposed to rolling out, and that it's this. Oh, do you hear that? For real events. Sirens. They're not just sirens. That's an ambulance. So yeah, things are rolling out. And this is for the highest good. So the safest thing right now is just to talk about light and easy things. And I think that's the reason why when I ask about like where our focus should be, et cetera, it's very encrypted when it comes to the macrocosm. You hear it? Yeah. So, and it's very light and easy. So I'm going to do one of those fun little card readings where we ask, what makes me so not invincible, undefeatable? Okay. Invincible is such a triggering word, especially when it comes to spirituality or religion. Okay. All right, so let's play nicey nice here. Okay, we're going to use 3 decks. Just randomly pick them. Dream inspirational cards, the wild unknown animal spirit, and the romantic tarot. Okay. What are we gonna start off with, huh? We are going to do a pick a card real quick, okay? Just some random things on my bed. First off, we're gonna use this little clippy. This is pile 1. This is pile 1. This is what I wore when I was pretending to be Suzanne, whoever that is. Pile 2 is a pink highlighter. Okay? I don't know how many years I've had this, but we've got a pink highlighter here for pile 2. Pile 3 is an old Play-Doh thing. Okay, also pink. No real intention in mind in this, except, hey, the Play-Doh dried out. So now, guess what's inside? I'll tell you later. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Okay, have you had your selections made? Okay, don't think too hard. No big deal. You could pick one or more or none. Fantastic. Okay, what makes me undefeatable? Pile 1. We shall go with, I guess I'll intro it with this, the way we did it. keeps things interesting when you do the tarot last. Or should I do it first? Now that I'm thinking about it, those are usually done last. So we'll do it like that. Here, wait. Let's let me feel it out. Which one's the first pile? First deck. Okay, which one's the second deck? And then the third deck. Whoa, I didn't know I could do it. But I did it. So this is the first deck. This is the second deck. And this is the third deck. That's weird. I didn't know I could do that. That's cool. Okay. Sometimes that's like, I enjoy that kind of magic. Okay, so do you want to read anything about this? I'd have to say, somebody that wears this kind of a little barrette, a little clippy, is not necessarily 100% a minimalist. I mean, you can derive that out of that, like it's just small in pocket. But they have a transitional quality where they can be, okay? That they allow that into their life. Compact, yeah. Okay. All right. Compact, resourceful. Okay. What makes us so undefeatable? What makes me undefeatable? Pile 1. 8. So that's strength in reverse. Let's get some clarification for that, dear. What makes me undefeatable? 4 of Pentacles. And what fell right on top of that is the Emperor. Yeah, we have Master number 44 here. What I started seeing before the cards actually flipped was somebody pulling this large statue on his own. Okay. This is essentially saying that we're immovable. We're very persistent when we take on ownership. So much so that Spirit sees that and kind of goes incognito and helps us, like, what do you call it? Beneath the surface. Spirit does help us out, like meets us halfway because we take so much ownership over our persistence in whatever we commit to. That's excellent because 4 and 4 is 8. So, ooh, yeah, that's strong. So, if anyone tries to push or pull us around, they shall see that we're rather immovable from our stance. Yeah, 100% on that. Okay. Anything else? Oh my gosh, and we're goats. Look at this. One with the goats. Do you see that? But we're like chill goats, you know? Do you see that? We're amicable goats. Yeah, there's 3 goats total here, and no, 4 goats total here. Those are the pentacles. So we may be perceived as goats of other goats, you know? Like the leader, the shepherd of other goats. I don't know. Some people would be I would say the leader of the pack. Ooh. Okay. Anything else you want to say, Spirit? For group number 1, the Black Beret. Ooh, you know, we might be revolutionary. What makes us, me and us, undefeatable is this is, I said something about the Black Beret. yeah, that something about that. Revolutionary. So we have a strong group behind us, our belief system. It's not just what we stand for, but a representative of this certain pack. There are agreements. Huh, oh, interesting. Okay. All right. What makes me undefeatable, Spirit? Temperance, accentuated. Freaking the alchemist. Yeah. You know, I'm hearing pour it up, but it's in the same tone as Rihanna when she goes, throw it up, throw it up. You see? I think that's what's said. Yeah. So it's funny because the way we communicate is we see, how does it? We see what the capability is of the crowd, and that's how we call the shots of when. So now this is interesting. Yeah, so that's all I want to say about that. And the crowd that I have particularly chosen can handle a lot. And it's not just like a one-way thing. My crowd has chosen me too. So, you know, they do show up for a reason, but they do check things out. Like, you see, he's kind of, I don't want to say a skeptical, but he's like, he's scouting out the premises. Is this real? That's funny. And it's me, okay, minding my own business. Like, I'm just doing my job here. You can look all you want, and you're gonna see exactly WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get, and there's more unfolding. No disguise. That is what it is, and then some. So the cup runneth over. That's funny. In fact, it runneth over in like, ooh. As an alchemist, I'd have to say that I do throw curveballs so that the drip is not like how you see it. And like, I thought it was going to go over here, but it landed over here. Do you see that? That's the first time I have ever seen that drip just like that. Interesting. And it's accentuated. That's funny. I know exactly what I'm doing. Do you vibe? All right, bottom of the deck is 8 of Wands in reverse. Say no more, Tina. Okay. All right. We said this was 2, right? Yep. Okay. All right. Deck 2 for group 1. What makes, I'll just say me first, okay? What makes me uninvincible? Ooh, we got a hater here. Holy smokes. Okay. Okay. What makes me undefeatable? So undefeatable, Spirit. As being part of group 1. Internalized. Home is absolutely internalized. I take home a select crowd. I consider my select, how do I say it? My home is abundant. My temple is abundant. The path to my home is also very abundant. So, in considering those who I take home, who I allow to be here, is very exclusive. So that's meaning also, and very like withdrawn, very much internalized here. The way it was thrown is that I don't let just anybody into my energy. You know, that area of discernment is not only worthy of respect, but isolates. And it's like, it's just like good housekeeping, you know? It's that same concept of, or a similar concept of like, wipe your feet before, you know, crossing the threshold. It's kind of like that before you even like come close to the threshold. Yeah. Okay. And because of that, I don't have to deal with much of other people's turbulence. You know. You can check that way before you have the capability of entering the door. Yep. All right. What makes us undefeatable? So undefeatable. Pile 1. Okay, that one dropped like mail. Oh. Okay, this came in reverse. Here, let me show you what it looks like upright. Okay. Let me see that. Excuse me. Oh, you know what? We are rubbing elbows with pile 2 because it's kind of like motioning like pile 2 wants to go. Okay. Group 2 wants to go. So, so this looks like a dream home that's in transit. It's uprooted and it's on its way, moving. So what makes us so undefeatable is this essence of a dream home, our ideal state of what home means to us. Is like we keep that in pocket because this is very abundant, right? We can move places. Now we keep that in pocket, kind of like the Ace of Pentacles. So anytime there is change or transformation, this doesn't mean like a cannonball or, you know, destruction or anything of like having to do away with that. But this is rather the ability to make transits without losing the essence of our value as a person, as a temple, as a home, and the ability to create a home. Yeah, you see this person has like a suitcase and he reminds me of something like, it's not really a suitcase. This is like an artist. So this is someone who never loses sight of their dreams because they're grounded in who they are, what they've already invested in that essence of home. So nothing is ever lost, even when changes are made. When it comes to being undefeatable, no one and nothing can destroy that. Okay. Anything else for... Okay. Oh, it automatically... Let me see here. So this being in reverse, You know, that being in reverse. It's like, that's Spirit's hand. That's like the Monopoly hand telling this person to go. Okay. Because of that, our anyone who attempts to do us wrong, like just even a smidgen, makes the slightest move, or even has pending ill intent, it's taken care of, like under the tables. It's taken care of already by higher beings. It's handled. The situation is handled. At this stage in our lives, of becoming undefeatable, the sentience that comes to bat for us, so that we can maintain the growth, the steady growth, and even growth spurts, because that's what it feels like right now. They're respectable sentience too. So they, like, regardless of whatever they do in life, they assist with these measures so that they get these people get the picture. That's interesting. So what makes this undefeatable is not just like what we do, but the power that we hold in having not just true supporters, but strong supporters, invested supporters. Whoa, this is the first time that I have yet, like, it is that I have received such strong, solid support from, not just from from people. This is definitely a new phase in our lives. All the more reason to take up new challenges. I'm told it's a winning hand when we do that. This person is saying with a brave face, but then I heard like winning face, but it's like that's not how it's supposed to go, but it's a winning hand. That's what they told me. Huh. I mean, this definitely validates it. If there are others being handled per their intentions behind the scenes or undercover, underground, that should provide a lot of confidence in doing what we need to do. Okay. All right. Excuse me. I need to get closer. Because I can't really see. Okay. Anything else for group 1? Pile 1. Okay. That's a lot. Okay. We're going to go with that. This fell upright on... Mickey is my cell phone holder right now. And it felt propped up on his left foot anyway. We have this card, we have this card, and then we have this card, which is in reverse. There we go. Okay, now you can see it. All right. What makes this so undefeatable is we're looking forward to our the intention of providing sustenance for future generations, our future leaders. We care about our youth, and we seek to maintain that. We seek to provide for that. Okay, so it's very ancestral within its intent. And when things appear to be desolate, you see, we're always looking forward. So this is a new adventure. Even when it feels like there's a feeling of stagnancy, and there's a hidden witchery within us. Oh, for sure. You see the clouds? You see? It's a profile of a witch. Whoa. For sure. And there are witches looking out for us. Like good witch. Like home, not, I don't want to say home body, but their essence of home is solid. Okay. They carrying on with this prefix of what this is, you know, very much the same energy of this kind of a witch. So they're definitely looking out for us. They're like right beside us. Oh my gosh, for sure, hidden in the atmosphere. This is not just like other witches, but ancestral witches. Do you see that? Like we're the embodiment of them. Like that's the one leg, and then that's the other leg. You see that? It's like one of those illusions where you can't, in the picture where it's like a trippy kind of like what do you call it? Like geometry shapes and tie-dye and whatever, that kind of design. And when you like rest your eyes for a second, you can really see what the imagery is. So it's the same thing there, like layered dimensions. We have like bigger divine witches, like I'm hearing Hecate. Like there's ancestral primordial forces with us. We embody that. Like the pioneering spirit. Interesting. Whoa. Okay. Like a homeopathic type of, you know, witch. That kind. Okay. This is similar to, is it? It's some kind of like caribou, something, but it's kind of floating in air, just walking on this invisible path. It came in reverse though. So carrying along with persistence. Oh, you know what makes this undefeatable? Is that we're soon to walk this path where no one can really see the path. And we can't either. However, the ability still is there because we can feel it out. We intuitively know the path. And we're not playing guessing games here. We just know it. We're driven to it. Like it's almost magnetized on our hoofs. So we still have the energies of the full moon, lunar eclipse in Taurus for the next 2 or 3 days. I mean, within its potency. Within its general potency. So being that it's in reverse, it's coming. It's coming. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go with the, what do you call it? The wild unknown animal spirit. Okay. What makes me undefeatable? As part of group 1, we have horse in reverse and moth in reverse. Okay. There's a hidden free spirit as well as messages embedded within me. It's just, that's just what it is, okay? It may not be as obvious upon meeting, but that's what it's saying there. Now for us, okay, the snake in reverse. What makes us undefeatable is that we come off as a worthy opponent, if opponent at all. This is glowing reviews with what we do with that venom energy. It endows the healing process in generating of new, what do you call it? Antidotes. That's what makes us undefeatable. Okay. Now I'm going to move to group 2, the pink highlighter. Okay. I don't think many people use the pink highlighter unless needing variety. I color code my highlighters according to its frequency in messaging. I also do that for my emails when I categorize them by color. Each one has a particular significance. When I have moved from job to job, I noticed that anytime I integrate that into my little Outlook email system, that there are certain things that carry over that remain consistent within its messaging. And then there's others that I just kind of like shift. Like I've learned over the years that it's better to use this for that because the type of how it communicates with me. Okay, if my eyes glaze over it because of how I categorized it, like its verbiage, it just doesn't work for me. So I just need like more efficiency. So when it comes to having that variance with highlighter, with something that's more tangible, I use pink as almost like a hot item. Okay. I don't really associate it with chakras. I don't when I use it for practical measures. So I'd have to say that pile 2 has a sense of urgency and is able to prioritize what carries the highest priority. We integrate that, okay? So in what makes us undefeatable is that starting point of being able to recognize and organize our visual logistics so that when things truly come in like unexpected on our hot plate, it doesn't throw us off because we have gracefully reminded ourselves of what are the most vital components of our agenda or learnings. And or learnings. So that's very good. Okay. So group 2, pile 2, pink highlighter. What makes me undefeatable? We're going to start off with me first because I have to think about myself in this stuff. And then we can talk about us, okay? Doesn't take very long. Okay, me. Oh, it's a sun card. Freaking wonderful. Because of the aforementioned, it allows for I keep hearing flexibility, but it's like flexibility as in like, you know, we can stretch, we can like yawn, we can just like have a little, you know, a little breakout session where we have the chance to re-engage ourselves. So this is not just this makes the 9 of Cups look a little puny as far as satiability. This is absolute happiness. This is radiating oh, you know what, this is also shining light upon the truth. And this is clarity within its like summertime aspect. I know that's probably not the best way to say it, but clarity, like not so much business, but like I have presented the facts, I've presented the truth, and it's all good. It's like there's no business like show business, and ooh, this is saying that I have a good display of not just my efforts, but also the intention that carries through. This is team setting. This is team play. You see that it includes more than just one here. That's fantastic. All right. So what makes us undefeatable as group 2? Okay. The Page of Cups in reverse. Oh. You know, someone as organized as this, where because highlighters are used not just for like professional life, but also personal. Yeah, this is someone who's very busy and not just has the desire, but the absolute need to keep it together, so that all of these moving components are stabilized to something that is manageable. It's like work-life balance. So in doing that, we grant ourselves some kind of grace in that. Like there's grace period in the process, and so we have to give ourselves some love in that. This also says that we have some hidden oh, thank you. We have some hidden admirers. You see, it's a Page of Cups in reverse, so we have some hidden admirers here, and because of that, what makes this, and this is natural, this is not anything that we like manipulate, but because of this, we're in high favor, like underground high favor with many different kinds of people, because this is a page. This is like the intern, like like, I hate to put it this way, but it's is that starting level, it's almost like anyone can fill those shoes. Okay, they say that a lot about my occupation, being like a support figure for executives, like easily replaceable. They can say that to anybody just to play on your strings, but you're like, no, 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 no. There's a clear difference between having me there in any role. So you could understand that as well. So there's many, like in its most positive, highest sense is in link with that, is that there are many that can fill these shoes underground, undercover. The Page of Cups, like the presentation of this is definitely a secret crush. This is someone that sees us in a favorable light. And with that, it's kind of like word of mouth is very potent in not just networking, but the provisions of accolades is what I'm hearing. That's interesting. So, you know, like when someone's like big, like full blown, like popular or whatever, those are just collective constructs of how people see you. And I'm not minimizing it. I'm just saying technically that's the dynamic of it. So when we see this card, it's particularly strong in saying that we're undefeatable because we're highly favored in many different ranks. Like anybody can come in disguised as a page. They don't have to just be like a page, like, you know, a 20-year-old or like starting level or like rookie, an intern. This is someone, anybody, like even the emperor can come in as a page, like undercover, especially undercover, like underground undercover. So that helps out a lot. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. All right. What makes us undefeatable? Group 2. Pink highlighter. So pink is associated with the heart chakra, so there's a lot of love there for sure. I can't deny that. I mean, just even being presented with like the thought of saying under practical use, I don't normally use it associated with the heart chakra. I had to say it for this particular one. Okay, that one wanted a flipperoo. It is the 6 of Wands. This is victorious. It's just further reiterating that. That when people get to know us, okay, spend time with us, and, oh, you know, something about, like, hearing our birds sing, you know? That essence of wanting to be free, or the delight of being within, like, a good maker's hands, like, in the presence of that. Like, so, yeah, something about that there. But I'm hearing, and your bird can sing, but you don't see me. You don't see. What? That's crazy. That's, okay, so that's a song that's divined. Okay, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she has the 7th bird. 3, the 6 of Wands right there. 7, 8. Oh, there are people communicating with us that just further reiterating our success and victory. They're showing up and like they're going through the motions of relaying to us, you know, setting the impression for sure that we're successful or that we've reached success. So I'd say the latter is more powerful as the prior, like just saying that we're successful is kind of like a general statement, but it when you're more detailed about giving accolades or not, it's it creates that much more meaning. So the fact that others are showing up kind of within our environment, almost providing service, but they're definitely within close proximity. Those that are more mature that can handle this, they like to hear us talk about our bird, our essence of freedom. And let's say this is the creator, like Cosmic Mother, you know, the creator, and we're this bird here that knows that we're, even though we're like in this little like quarter here that appears to be caged, this bird is well taken care of by this creator. So something about the bird singing, like there are talks about that too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what makes this undefeatable is that this essence of home, like just absolutely elaborated within the dynamic, like the human dynamic. Not many can get that far. And to associate that with success rather than like, let's say, a business deal. This is the thing that sets the precedence for a big business deal, for sure. This is the groundwork for a BFD. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, one more is this. 8 of Swords inverted. What makes us undefeatable as group 2, pink highlighter, is a sense of religious devotion, like a sense of devotion to our faith. Yeah, because this is like, you see a tomb, like Crusades tomb kind of thing. But it's on the inside. So even though people may, how do I say it? Others may see it as like, it keeps us like restricted. But our interpretation rings truer in that this devotion is discipline. So it's not really restriction in the fact that it prohibits us, but rather protects us. Freaking good. Okay. Okay. And then now we're moving into these cards. Okay. What makes me so undefeatable as group 2 pink highlighter? Oh, okay. So I'm constantly initiated into new groups, you see? That's disguised person, but like definitely constantly being initiated, you see? Like there's a cameo here. Holy smokes, cameo of growth. It's angelic wings here. That's crazy. And it's a dragon tattoo that's being inked up there. Definitely. I'm getting like the Notebook too. So something romantic about us, but or me, but as well as like the spiral part of a notebook. So sitting on that. So there's the way I move. People take notes on the way I move. Holy smokes. That's insane. Anyway, okay, being that it's in reversal, it's highly abundant, meaning that this is like ace in pocket. It's kind of like an ongoing thing as far as initiation. Excellent. Okay. So what makes us undefeatable as group 2? Pink highlighter. In reversal. Okay, so looking at that upright, she's holding like a distorted ironclad ampersand sign. So, interesting. It holds 4 keys as well, 5 keys. Interesting. Okay, coming down from the temple. What does this mean? Okay. What makes us undefeatable? Something about conjunctions. Like, we're presented with something basic, okay? And we can enhance that. We can say, and da 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 da. So we don't just detail things out, but we have the ability to enhance things. Our investments, like, it's our gift. It's our hidden gift. Where we're presented with something kind of like factual, like plain Jane. There you have it. Meat and potatoes or whatever. And you're like, da da da, this is what I can do. And so, like, life gifts us with like kind of the bland, and we can just kind of dress it up. So the detail is good. Detailing cars or whatever, Even like little figurines. Some of you may like be involved with all of that. But the intricacies are wonderful. The detail is wonderful. It's the intricacies, which is like the creative context that's laid on. Like, people who do like fairy gardens or like doll houses, all of those intricate little designs and how they come up with, like, let's say a spool of, an old spool is now used for this, or, this is a very resourceful crowd that can kind of like upcycle certain resources. That's our ability. So when we're talking about detail, like, how do I say it? Substance, adding on to it, the detail, like kind of refining it, cleaning it off, etc. There's also the intricacies of our involvements. So we kind of upgrade and up level whatever is presented to us. What's going on here? Okay. Anyway, there's that. Okay. I like it. I like it. Now I have to like really pay attention to the time here because it's a lot. Now, give me a second because I have to get the other cards here. Actually, yeah, I have to get the other cards. Give me a sec. Is there any others, darling? I think I got them all. Okay. Okay. Coming, dear. Okay. All right. I had to get the other cards that were on my altar. I was called to do it. I was called to do it. Okay. All right. So group 2, pile 2. What makes me so undefeatable? Pink highlighter. Pink highlighter. Okay. What makes me so undefeatable? The lamb in reverse. It slid across on the snake. So, oh my gosh, there's something like undefined about me. I'm like undetermined. Because I could be a lamb or I could be a snake. But there's something, when I say snake, I mean like serpent level. The presentation of healing. So whether I come across as something with fangs or something that's soft underneath the surface, you don't know what you're going to get because it's pretty much custom made, this package, to the associations of how we interact, okay? But it's all good, okay? So what makes me undefeatable is that play of innocence and truth, sacrifice and in 2 different ways. Yeah. Sacrifice in a way, I don't know, I mean, where one is kind of succumbing to the idea of death and one is the onslaught of death or transformation. So that's what makes me undefeatable. Interesting. Okay, so what makes us undefeatable as group 2, pink highlighter. Okay, it fell again, kind of like, but on the horse. Deer, inverted. I'm hearing highly spiritual, highly evolved beings that are realm of stability is strong, where each step is heard, or like, how do I say it? Because deer come in kind of gently through, but something about the hoofs being hard, whether horse or deer. So again, I'm getting like the picture, the synonymous feature of the Tarot del Fuego, how they have the Four of Wands depicted within the horse on its legs. So, there's, you know what? That's what it is. Okay. So our footsteps are multiplied by 2. Okay. They are felt, not heard. So this is like ninja style transits. That's what I'm getting there. Okay. Anything else for what makes us undefeatable? Group 2, pink highlighter. These two, we have the stingray in reverse and the fish in reverse. Again, a lot of this stuff is like stealth mode. Yeah, especially being beneath the surface, intuitive bodies. So there's this dichotomy in group 2 with like this then that, but this or that. I don't know how do I describe it? But one appears to be a threat and one appears to be sustenance. So they're saying that we can be both. But people don't know what they're going to get. So they have to rely on the measures of truth within their own sentience. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that, you see that, where is it? That bump thing again here. So some of you might have that ability too. I don't know. There. Did you see it? It was right up here. I thought I felt it over here though, but it was up there. Let me see if I can catch the light on it. Okay, I don't feel it right now. I feel it coming on though. I don't know. No. Okay, anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Now, group 3, pile 3, we've got this, Play-Doh. This is what makes us undefeatable, first off, is also in link with the second pile, being resourceful, okay? It's a container. I'm like, what are we going to do with this? We're thinking about our imprint on the environment. Like, do you know how many kids have gone through so many of these containers? It's freaking perfect. For what? What do you say? Paper clips and stuff like that. Keeping our ish together. And you know what? Drawers are usually this size, so you can stand it upright. And it's so freaking easy. It like solves so many problems. And it keeps things organized. So this ability to like play hard and work hard, that integration of like moving backwards and forwards, like it's so fluent within us, is good. Now I can't say like for myself that like with recent like festivities and celebrations with work a couple of days ago that was an easy flex for me, but I certainly carry that capability. There are just some adjustments that need to be made. So anyway, looking at this, I mean, dude, it's perfect. Like, it's so much easier to access. And if I like have to travel, I don't have to worry about the box breaking or whatever of paper clips or getting smashed and like mangled. This handles it. It's wonderful. So what makes this undefeatable is, you know, at base, like this may be like, oh, big fucking deal, right? You can, this goes a long way in concept. Gotta tell you. I encourage you to open up your desk drawer at home and recognize the organized chaos or whatever of it. And if you just sit down and spend some time to really ground yourself on applications, you can see how one can relay its resource or its value to another realm of your life. But I don't need to tell you that because you're here for your particular reason on the resonance of what this means. Okay, so this says you have a lot of heart, like even let's put a cap on things for sure. All right, okay, so group 1, pile 1, this Play-Doh container of many paper clips. What makes me undefeatable? Okay. 10 of Cups in reverse facing the Knight of Wands. Ooh. So, there's young player energy here, but like the good player, you know? He's like, tally-ho! There is much happiness to be found here. This is abundance in this clarifying happiness. So what makes me undefeatable is the intent to get there. The focus on the best things yet to come. Like, dude, that's good. It's not praying for anything. Well, praying is good, but it's knowing that this is safe to know that the best is like refocus the lens that the best is yet to come. So that establishes gratitude for what we have right now. It's like, man, this is good. Even the learnings, like even if we were moted, like kind of put into place by the, you know, multiverse. It's kind of funny because like that was good. You got me. And we win because of those learnings. And it's like, whoa, the best is yet to come because I know that this is going to apply to something bigger. That's good. Okay, so what makes us undefeatable? Group 3, Play-Doh container of not staples. It's what do you call it? It's paper clips and binder clips. So you might relate to pile 1, being that we're talking about clips and barrettes, yeah. Clips. 2 different types of clips. One is like insulated, contained, and one is like out in the open. All right. What makes us undefeatable? Group 3. Paperclip Play-Dohs. Play-Doh paper clips. I don't know. 3 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Swords, Knight of Cups, and kind of like the Face card, but Lover's card, encased in reversal. Again, the best is yet to come. The ship is here. It's docked. Exclusive entrance. And the lead up into that is like a new story. A new deck. New introductions. New introductions to commence. Yes, that's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. So what makes this undefeatable is the rollout, like this red carpet of, like, this is truly like the highlight right now. That wonderful things are just like, it's consecutive. You know, some are overlapped, but this is what makes us undefeatable is the recognition of our, I'm hearing benefits, like our blessings, the benefits of like the hard things that we had to do. This didn't like come out of like nowhere. What makes us undefeatable is that we put in the work and we get the reciprocation back. Like, what is that sound? Oh, it's really windy outside. Yeah, that's definitely what it's saying there. Okay. Anything else you want to say with regards to that? What makes us undefeatable? Like, it's one thing to like put in the work and then not get anything back for it. Like it that essence of belief where you're not where you're recognized as not worthy of being reciprocated with, like that's disempowering, right? But we know the difference between what we can involve ourselves with, like what's worthy, not just, how do I say it? The discernment of our investments being worthy is also with the inclusion that there's going to be reciprocation, you know? Yeah. So we've been around long enough through many revolutions to say that this is worthy versus we need to opt out of that. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Okay. What? Anything else? Okay. I would open to that. The 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay. 10 of Wands in reverse. 2 of Cups. And 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay. What makes us undefeatable? Group 3. Play-Doh paper clips. Is in recognition of the things that we have to opt out of, like drop out of certain contracts, etc. You know, like the things that don't hold its weight and benefits, we're able to drop that. Okay, we're able to -1 and kind of find harmony and celebration on our own. And the ability to say no is super powerful because guess what? There are people in the background that are noticing that we recognize their value and that are not going to put up with the burdens, that we recognize the difference between burdens and responsibilities. So because of that, we don't stress. We don't stress. It's all good. The solid connections are coming up soon. Like, it's not a loss to say no to a certain area. of how life presented itself within that aspect. So we can write off certain values that are just like, no, that's not, I'm not vibing with that. And know that it's not a compromise to what's coming forward. Okay. So, group 3, pile 3. Play-Doh paper clips. What makes me undefeatable? Okay, that one. A lot of upside down cards. So there's something like mysterious and very hidden within all of these piles. I think it's... You know, all good stories have great unfoldment, like character development, and are layered. We have complex characters, complex relationships, but they work itself in and through. And so that essence of like clarity in us not having to play guessing games with the world, like, I don't think the world is really used to that. Because having clarity in a multifaceted individual is, it's like, wow, limitless. But here, okay, this one came up in reversal, okay? So there's new connections. They're undercover. Like, again, that's undefeatable with me. These are intimate connections. Like, people don't just allow for it, but kind of welcome it. This is a foreboding of the tone that's set from here forward, like an automatic in. Like, we wear the same shoes, the same kind of shoes. Do you see that? We wear the same kind of shoes. We navigate very similarly. That's interesting. And we choose like the cleanest routes. Obviously wearing white shoes, right? And that's interesting. Okay, so what makes me undefeatable is people don't know what kind of ins I have. They can make assumptions, but they kind of learn, especially if they cross the line with us. They learn what kind of connections we have. Interesting. But it's still incognito mode. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so what makes us undefeatable? Group 3, paperclip Play-Doh paper clips. Goodness. You know, there might be like some kind of like rhyming scheme with you where what do you call them? Alliterations? It's just like the, what is it? But like also tongue twisters. There's something about that where we have a, oh yeah, I'm feeling that again. Where we have a talent, a gift for diction. It's there's like hidden witchery there as far as being able to craft and place words accordingly. It's something that's innate. I don't, like, there are times where I intentionally do it. Like if I'm writing something down that, how do I say it? If I am going to do some kind of a ritual, like I've done this before, I'm like, okay, no, that's all, that's good. But there are times where I don't realize that I'm doing it. Like, I think part of it is also what I do here. But it's natural. It's natural within us. Okay. It's like someone who's mathematically intelligent. Okay. It's the same kind of mechanic. There's a certain formula that's crafted in order to produce like here to there. So we work with these elements and we kind of shapeshift them to produce clarity within the desired result. And it's even more like, I'd say, marvelous when we're working in a group atmosphere. Yeah, there's some kind of like a synchronization with that at this level. There's a strong ability to do that. Yeah. All right. Okay. So was that for me or for us? Dude, what was that? Was that for me or for us? Okay, let's move on. Okay. Group 3, pile 3, Play-Doh people. Something about like being able to like, this is like magic trick for sure. Like pull sustenance like these worms out of like this plate. So it's like being able to come up with sustenance out of thin air. It's interesting. All right, so that was the bottom of the deck. Okay, what makes us undefeatable? Group 3, Play-Doh paper clips. Okay. Oh my gosh! It came up again! What the frick? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you. Because I think that was for us. Because when I said Play-Doh paper clips, it drew me back to here. The segue to it. So it's like very meaningful for me, but also meaningful for us. But looking at that, the color is correct. So being able to pull sustenance like out of thin air, it's the ability of magic within regeneration, the reformatting of our resources. This also includes like if you are an employer and you have your live resources and you see that one is talented in a certain arena, and yeah, for sure. And you can go from there. But again, I told you there's some witchery stuff here, but like I didn't even see that part. I was looking more at like this ability to generate that from the top, like the heart chakra, resourcefulness. There's something here about there's something here like where people don't see our face, but they know our magic. It's, oh my gosh, this is so strange. I don't even know what to say about this, because for me, I feel like it's the inverse, where people know my face, but they don't know my magic. They don't really know it. But this is also a foreboding coming in third place, kind of like it's not really bronze, it's like past, present, future. So that's interesting within that positioning, but it's kind of like the way I have it laid out is moving like kind of like backwards. So there's like several messages here, because like if it's backwards, like past stuff, people knew our magic, but like people didn't really know our face. Like we were like a no name, kind of like generic, like a newbie kind of thing, but people saw our capability and our magic. So I'm not going to interpret too much into that, but then if this is future, it's like people, as our magic develops, people are going to see more of our magic, but we're becoming more of a Banksy. So the things that I will be affiliated in, as with you, the magic will be revealed and will be part of like this group project type of thing. But it's incognito, like kind of veiled. So those are higher workings. Interesting. Okay. Anything else here? That's interesting. I don't, that's so weird that we got that twice. That's this is a lot. Okay. Now there's nothing wrong with me conveying this. In fact, the face of this is a hummingbird. So there's someone behind this that brings a lot of hope. A messenger. I don't know what kind of the other bird is, you know, but maybe a roadrunner. Ooh, could be a roadrunner. Interesting. Okay. Anything else for group 3, pile 3? Play-Doh paper clips. Okay. Sword and Stone. Statue of Liberty, like showing its ring. And then, oh, again, dude, the thing came back again. Look. That's insane. You see? It's the same dude. Okay. But it came in reversal. So there's something about pinpointing, like looking up. You see the beak is up, sword is up, commitment on this journey, liberty. But liberty is cracked here. So that's macrocosmic messaging here, okay? What the frick? And the stairs, they're becoming harder to climb because they're kind of caving in, inverted, you know, like Inception. So even as we're traveling up, we're kind of like scooting back, like almost falling away from it. So there's a maneuvering with getting to the presentation of that commitment, that ring. That's also microcosmic meaning here. Something about feeding, like the ability to feed. So this is a very this world, this particular world is very it's almost like unforgiving. It's kind of callous. But you see how this bird is giving to its, you know, this nest of almost like piranhas, the same sustenance that its own feeds on. So this is this essence of collective consciousness in a very callous world, where we can, you know, have our root structure built, which also keeps us like true and honest, okay? In giving to other sentience that is still part of the collective, that we're like kind of buying them some time almost, providing the sustenance that was provided, that was given to us. And they both feed on worms. Holy smokes, I didn't realize that until now. That's kind of embarrassing and funny at the same time. But birds and fish feed on the same sustenance. Like, dude, can you get any clearer than that? Holy smokes. So that is our role. That's what makes us undefeatable. That even piranhas get where we're coming from, get the same grounds of sustenance. So there's this shared main goal of preserving that and working together to enhance those areas of life. Interesting. Okay, now we're going to go with this deck. Okay, group 3, pile 3, Play-Doh paperclip. So what makes me undefeatable? Camel in reverse. Again, talking about sustainability, undercover. Like, I know how to make it happen. I can do that. Stretch a dollar. Yeah. I mean, oh, that's funny. Like, you can't see the humps in the back. But people don't see what our threshold is truly. They can try to measure it within one facet, within one task, within one project, but even still, you can only get a guesstimate, okay? Like, what truly is shown here, or is not shown here, is kind of a mystery. Okay. What makes us undefeatable? The otter inverted, and then we have the unicorn, the panther in reverse, the elk in reverse, and the octopus in reverse. They came two separate here. One. So this is great. I knew we were going to get the unicorn at some point. But otter inverted. Okay. I don't know. I see these as like friendly creatures, like prairie dogs in the water, you know? They're playful. I mean, that's a great quality to have as far as being undefeatable, because to have all these like stern, like really just, this is value added. This creates work-life balance. This in the water, a prairie dog in the water, basically is an invite, almost like a, it's kind of scary what lays down beneath the surface. So being able to recognize that this is like, come and play, it's harmless, it's fun, come and join me, come on, you got it, come on, like, so that's what the otter does for us. So what makes us undefeatable is the ability to like warm people up, warm other sentients up to joining into this like new view of what lays beneath the surface. Okay. Mystery is inviting. Unicorn, panther in reverse, elk in reverse. So we're unicorns. Absolutely out of this freaking world. Definitely magical. Okay, you know why? Because this combination is a strong hand of like, I don't know what's beneath all of that, but that's freaking amazing. The drive, like the intent, the fierceness, but also ferociousness of a panther. Yeah. Definitely stealth mode. The elks, you know, are strong. Spiritual beings, absolutely strong. Okay? Don't really need to say much about it, but elk is a rune of protection. So centered peace within us, our core is super duper protected. Okay? Do not F with these individuals. Okay? Do not F with us. Okay? It's not an invite. It's a warning. It's a precaution. Okay. Then here, you know, like the warning labels, like, you know, on certain things. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. Then there's the octopus. Like, this is a chameleon in many forms. Okay. A starfish chameleon. Okay. Out of this world again. I don't need to say much about that. Okay. That is it. Yeah. Okay. I thought that was fun. All right. I want to see what we... What it was... What do you want to say? Oh. So, we put the pieces together, kind of like a massive Rubik's Cube. Do you all see that? A massive Rubik's Cube. So we can what do you call it? Deconstruct and make ourselves new again. But many, many, many pieces to us. Okay, very nice. And then our takeaway for this one is the golden egg. Highly valuable, highly profitable. This is the Empress in disguise. Yes. Then a takeaway card for this one is the Five of Cups in reverse. Now, because of that golden egg, because of our ability to reinvent ourselves and show many different kinds of facets, like unlimited, that means that we have to say goodbye to certain things. Old ways, you know, just things that don't suit us anymore. Or the clearer reality of who we are. Excellent. Okay. I want to get one more card just for me. Nightingale in reverse. I don't know what that means. Messenger in the... I don't know what that means. A singer? I don't know. I'm going to have to find that out. Okay. Another card for just me. Again, this Rubik's Cube thing. Making the calls, calling the shots. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So when people like are in deep in their intuitive bodies and they're like seeing things, contemplating things or whatever, they like phone it, like they message me or something like that. You see? Like this call is for you. Oh my goodness. So people who are within like their intuitive gifts, like practicing in it, they can communicate to me. How do I say it? They know that with what I'm doing, the call is for me. Yeah. For sure. That's interesting. And then one card from here for me. What is it? 5 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I guess master number 55 is present here. I couldn't tell if I was supposed to put it upright or not. But anyway, 5 of Cups in or 5 of Swords in reverse. Not doing the one-up thing. Okay. Okay. Like saying I'm better than you, or there's something about that master adventurer. Yeah, because when we're all put in a predicament, or aka adventure, it doesn't matter who we are. We still have to like roll up our sleeves and all of that, you know? So, yeah, there's something about that there. Okay. All right, that's it for now. Thanks very much. So, thank you for letting me read for you. Hopefully that was, excuse me, somebody's. All right. So, thank you to all my sponsors and supporters, Divine Light and Love. It is appreciated. I appreciate it. Let's be more direct with that, okay? And so, upon closing these particular portals within this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assisting with that rollout of sequence. In light and love, I close these portals now.